have arrived. I am certain that the idea that we should become something is totally wrong. The idea itself is the problem. The desire that you are not what you are is the cause of suffering. And if you desire to be something else, then you have to look into the future, which is never going to happen. Realize that you have arrived. That's the first step. You have come here and dropped down in this body, this mind, this consciousness. This is your arrival. You could have arrived anywhere else but here. You have chosen this place because it is a very rare opportunity for awakening. It has its own challenges, but when challenges arise for someone who has realized his true nature, they don't create any problems for him. They only make him more alert and more aware. They help him grow in his inner awareness by seeing himself and recognizing the need to be more watchful. I'm not saying that God made anyone a bad person. We're all good at the core, but we've all gone astray. The real you is pure consciousness. It's what you are before your mind starts creating other things. It's who you are before the world, society, and your parents start molding you into what they want you to be. Trying to become something is useless because, deep down inside, you already are it all. No matter how much power you accumulate, how many accomplishments you achieve, or how much money you make, it won't make a difference because there is already a greater power within every cell of your being, God. The more we forget this truth and try to become something else, instead of being who we really are, the more pain we cause ourselves and the world around us. What makes things even worse is when people try to express their divinity using the wrong channels. If someone is an artist by nature but decides he or she can only be creative in a factory setting with a big team of like-minded people and lots of money, then he or she will never allow the divine energy to come through him or her in a natural way. Even if that person could eventually make millions doing something, he or she would not be natural at it. I have said, and I will say it again, that you are perfect. There is not a single imperfect thing about you. You are perfect, but the world has treated you otherwise. You have accepted the world as your teacher, and so the world has taught you that you are imperfect. You have accepted the world as your judge, and so the world has judged you and found you wanting. Trying to be perfect will only frustrate you, because there is no such thing as a perfect person in this world. When I talk about perfection, I am not talking about the outer perfection that the world has tried to give you, but about a deep inner perfection of which only you can be aware. The outer perfection of which the world speaks is in many ways like a rusted iron pot. It looks good from the outside, but when you hold it in your hands and try to use it, it will break into pieces because it is not whole, not perfect. The real perfection of which I speak is like a gold ring. It may be old and worn out in appearance. It may even look useless. But if you hold it close to your eyes and polish it, then its light will spread all around like a sunburst, and its gold will shine more brightly. I have seen many people who are miserable. They suffer in silence. They do not know the cause. Their misery is self-generated. The outside world is not responsible for their suffering. They are. They have created a state of mind that they do not know how to get out of. Enlightenment is the ability to be fully aware of your mind, body, and spirit, living in the present moment with no resistance. Enlightenment is our natural state of being. We were born enlightened, but over time we have become more concerned with doing than being, and we have lost touch with our natural state of enlightenment. We need to remember who we really are in order to reconnect with our natural state of enlightenment. When you understand this, you will be grateful to the whole world. You may be poor, but you will be an emperor inside yourself. You may not have a palace, but your soul will be a palace. You may not have a painting by Picasso hanging on your walls, but your soul will be a Picasso painting. It will be full of music, poetry, and dance. All that is needed for happiness is already within you. Truly, if you understand this, there is nothing more to seek. If you can know yourself as a masterpiece of God, there is only celebration and gratitude towards life itself. These words from Eckhart Tolle, author of The Power of Now, describes the core concept of the book. Tolle's goal is to teach readers how to live in the present moment. He explains that most people are unhappy because they're not living in the now. Instead, they are always worrying about the future or regretting the past. In his book, Tolle tells his story and describes how he came to this way of thinking. In addition to this autobiographical information, he offers practical exercises that readers can use to train their minds to stay in the present moment. Tolle's message can be difficult to hear, but it's important for anyone who is feeling unhappy or unfulfilled. If you have trouble getting along with other people at work or at home, or if you're struggling with anxiety or depression, Tolle's approach may be worth a try. We love you dearly. We are here with you. We are your family of light. Aho. This is a message to humanity from Aurora Ray, Ambassador of the Galactic Federation.